What is the meaning of the verb call off?
When you call off an event, such as a party, game, or something else that had been previously planned, you cancel it. We can't call the party off, it's going to start in half an hour.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When you get to a place, you arrive there. When you get PEOP to a place, you help them to go there or take them there. When you get to work, you arrive at the place where you work. I went to the restaurant across the street for lunch, and I didn't get back to work until 2:30.
What is the meaning of the verb run up to?
When you run toward people, you run up or run up to them. After the explosion, a man covered with blood ran up to me and asked for help.
What is the meaning of the verb look around?
When you look around or look around a place. You go to various parts of the place in order to see what it is like or what is there. You should look around before you decide whether you want to buy the house.
What is the meaning of the verb get through to?
When you get through or get through to someone. You make that person understand your opinion or point of view. What do I have to do to get through to you?
What is the meaning of the verb take back, from?
When you take something back or take something back from someone else. You accept it from the person you gave, sold, or lent it to. The guy at the store said he wouldn't take my answering machine back because I had bought it on sale.
What is the meaning of the verb give away?
When you give something away, you give it to someone without asking for anything in return. Because you do not want it or because you want to help the person you are giving it to. He made nearly $1 billion, but after he retired he gave most of his money away.
What is the meaning of the verb fall for?
When someone successfully tricks or deceives you, you fall for the trick or deception or you fall for it. Your girlfriend told you that guy she was dancing with at the party was her brother? How could you fall for a story like that?
What is the meaning of the verb go over, to?
When you go to someone's house for a visit, you go over to that person's house. Have you gone over to Nicole's house to see her new baby yet?
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When people or things follow an indirect or curved path in order to avoid an obstacle or to change direction. They go around or go around the obstacle. Heather went around the curve too fast, and she ended up in the ditch.
What is the meaning of the verb keep from?
When you keep people from doing something, you stop them from doing it. Jim's girlfriend's parents don't like him, and they try to keep him from seeing her.
What is the meaning of the verb pull off?
When you are driving and you pull off the road, you drive to the side of the road and stop. If I get sleepy while I'm driving, I always pull off the road and take a nap.
What is the meaning of the verb come out?
When information becomes known to the public, it comes out. What really happened when President Kennedy was assassinated may never come out.
What is the meaning of the verb put inland to?
When you put something in or put something into a container. Storage place, or building, you place it inside. Take out is the opposite of put inland to. Please put your clothes in the closet.
What is the meaning of the verb keep down?
When you keep the volume of noise, music, or conversation down, you keep it at a low level. When people are being noisy and you want them to be quieter, You tell them to keep it down. You kids can watch TV, but keep the volume down. Your mother is taking a nap.
What is the meaning of the verb stick up?
When you use a gun or other weapon to rob people, banks, or stores, you stick them up. Hold up is the same as stick up. If we need some money, we can always stick up a liquor store.
What is the meaning of the verb plan ahead?
When you plan ahead, you plan for a future situation or activity so that you will not have a problem then. Plan ahead is similar to think ahead. Plan ahead. You don't want any problems when you're 200 miles from the nearest town.
What is the meaning of the verb fight back?
When you fight back an emotional response, such as tears or fear, you try very hard to overcome the emotion. The mother fought back tears when she saw the little white coffins.
What is the meaning of the verb check in, with?
When you visit or call people briefly and regularly because you want to get or receive important information from them or to make sure that a situation you are both interested in is satisfactory, you check in or check in with them. If Hank doesn't check in with his parole officer every week, the police will arrest him.
What is the meaning of the verb clean out, of, informal?
If thieves clean a place out or clean a place out of something, they take everything that is valuable. The thieves cleaned the jewelry store out of all its diamonds and emeralds.
What is the meaning of the verb take out, of?
When you take money out or take money out of a bank or a bank account, you withdraw the money. Put in is the opposite of take out. I had to take money out of my savings account to pay for my medical bills.
What is the meaning of the verb zip up?
When you zip up a coat or other item of clothing, you close it with a zipper. It's freezing outside, zip your coat up.
What is the meaning of the verb run over?
When liquid in a container fills the container and goes over the top, it runs over. Keep an eye on the bathtub so that it doesn't run over.
What is the meaning of the verb get off?
When you are standing within an area of ground, or on something that covers an area of ground. And you move to the side of it and step off of it, you get off it. The referee told the player to get off the field. You're standing on our beach blanket, get off it.
What is the meaning of the verb lay off?
When a company no longer needs workers because it does not have enough business. It temporarily or permanently lays off the workers. Ford laid off 20,000 workers during the last recession. My wife had to go back to work after I was laid off from my job.
What is the meaning of the verb go in?
When something goes in or goes into a place, container, enclosure. And so on, it belongs there, fits there, or can be put there. That dish goes in the cabinet next to the stove.
What is the meaning of the verb blow away informal?
When a person or company has an ability, product, or service that is much better than. That of a competing person or company, it blows away the competing person or company. Apple's new computer is so fast it's going to blow away the competition. I thought I had a chance to win the race, but Eric just blew me away.
What is the meaning of the verb track down?
When you find things or people after looking very hard for them, you track them down. The terrorists were tracked down by Interpol.
What is the meaning of the verb take over, from /is?
When people are elected, appointed, or hired to take control of a country. state, city, business, school, building, and so on, and to replace the people in control. They take over as something, or take over from someone. Ortega took over from Margaret Cummings, who had been the sales manager for 14 years.
What is the meaning of the verb lock out, of?
When you lock people out or lock people out of a place. You lock a door or gate so that they cannot enter a room, building, or other place. The Youngs got home and found that their son had locked them out of their house.
What is the meaning of the verb flip out informal?
When you flip out, you become very upset or very angry. Keep your hands off Jim's computer, he'll flip out if you screw it up.
What is the meaning of the verb burned up informal?
When something makes you very angry, it burns you up. I have to say something to Sally about what she did. It's burning me up.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When something breaks up the day or some other period of time. It interrupts that time and makes it less boring. My day was broken up by a going away party for one of my co-workers.
What is the meaning of the verb butt in?
When you enter a conversation, situation, or place, especially a line, aggressively. Rudely, and without invitation/you butt in. I was trying to talk to at the party, but Bob kept butting in.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on?
When people or animals that you had good relations with turn on you. They stop being friendly and try to hurt you. Lydia used to be my friend, but now she's telling people terrible things about me.
What is the meaning of the verb put out?
When you extinguish a fire or something that is burning, you put it out. It was 2 hours before the fire was put out.
What is the meaning of the verb take up on?
When you take people up on an offer, you accept their offer. My brother has invited us many times to visit him in Hawaii, and last winter we took him up on the offer.
What is the meaning of the verb clear out?
When people clear out or clear out of a place or they are cleared out of a place, they leave it. Clear out. This is private property.
What is the meaning of the verb mix up?
When you mix something up that has two or more ingredients. You stir it so that the ingredients will be thoroughly combined. An electric mixer will mix up the ingredients better than a hand mixer.
What is the meaning of the verb put down?
When you put something down. You put something in your hand or something that you are carrying on a horizontal surface. Susie, put that knife down. It's dangerous.
What is the meaning of the verb plan on?
When you plan on something, you expect it. You should plan on at least 2 years to finish the master's degree program.
What is the meaning of the verb come up always continuous?
When something is coming up, it will happen soon. Mother's Day is coming up, so I need to buy my mother a gift soon.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When you take time off from work or study, you do something different, instead of working or studying. I can't work tomorrow. I have to take the day off for some tests at the hospital.
What is the meaning of the verb let off?
When you are let off by a person in authority. You are not punished or you are given only a light punishment. People were shocked that he had been let off so lightly.
What is the meaning of the verb get back it?
When you get back at people, you do something bad to them because they have done something bad to you. She wants to get back at her ex-husband for the way he treated her.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you allow animals or people to leave a place by giving permission or opening a door, you let them out. I opened the door and let the dog out.
What is the meaning of the verb get down, from?
When you get things or people down, you move them from a higher level or place to a lower one. The firefighters got the people down from the roof of the burning building.
What is the meaning of the verb sign out?
When you sign out, you write your name on a list to show that you have left your workplace or some other place, such as a hotel or club. Jim isn't here. He signed out at 5:06.
What is the meaning of the verb cut back, on?
When you cut back or cut back on something that you consume, you use it less. When you cut back or cut back on something that you do it less. Cut down is similar to cut back. You're getting a little overweight, maybe you should cut back on sweets.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over?
When a business turns over something that it sells. It continually sells it and replaces it with new merchandise. We're turning over 40 cases of bananas a week in the supermarket.
What is the meaning of the verb run around?
When you run around a place, you run to various parts of it. The cat ran around the room chasing the mouse.
What is the meaning of the verb run out of?
When people or things run out or run out of a place, room, building, and so on, they leave it very quickly. Run inland to is the opposite of run out. When I opened the door, the dog ran out of the house.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When you duplicate important information, such as a computer program or data. So that you will still have it if the original information is lost or damaged, you back it up. If you're going to install that new software, be sure you back up your entire hard disk first.
What is the meaning of the verb look down on?
When you look down on people, you consider them to be less intelligent. less educated, or from a lower level of society than you. Some people look down on Hank because his father was in prison.
What is the meaning of the verb taken, usually passive?
When you are taken in by someone, that person successfully tricks or deceives you. They were completely taken in by Jake's elaborate hoax.
What is the meaning of the verb knock off, informal?
When you say knock it off to people, you want them to stop doing something that is bothering you. If you don't knock it off, you'll be sorry.
What is the meaning of the verb keep on?
When you keep on doing something, you continue doing it. Don't stop, keep on going.
What is the meaning of the verb give up, on?
When you stop trying to do something because you think you will never succeed, you give up or give up on it. Forget it. This is impossible, I give up.
What is the meaning of the verb come across?
When something you say or do comes across a certain way. Your attitude or feelings are perceived in this way by other people. I was just joking, but I don't think it came across that way.
What is the meaning of the verb grow out of?
When people become too tall or too big to wear an item of clothing, they grow out of the item of clothing. I bought Susie's shoes one size too big, but she's quickly growing out of them.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When you support people in a conflict or a confrontation, you back them up. When you support people by doing some work or a difficult assignment, you back them up. The general backed up his threats with 400,000 soldiers.
What is the meaning of the verb screw out of?
When you get money or something valuable from people in a dishonest way, you screw them out of it. That con man screwed me out of my life savings.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When something gets to you, it bothers or annoys you, either psychologically or physically. Let's sit down and rest, this heat is getting to me.
What is the meaning of the verb keep down?
When you keep the cost, quantity, or amount of something down, you keep it a low level. The company tried to keep its prices down.
What is the meaning of the verb stick up?
When you push something inside a container or space that is long and narrow, you stick it up. We had to take Susie to the emergency room after she stuck a paper clip up her nose.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you allow people to live with you, you take them in. The Ortegas offered to take their neighbors in after the fire.
What is the meaning of the verb wear out?
When something wears out or you wear it out. It becomes damaged or weak from use and age and is no longer usable. The carpet in the hallway wore out and had to be replaced.
What is the meaning of the verb take off in?
Takeoff is when an airplane leaves the ground and flies up into the air. The takeoff was delayed because of the snow.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on, to, informal?
When you turn people onto something. You tell them about something you think they will like or something that will help them. This was a good book. Thanks for turning me onto it.
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When you go around in a certain condition or go around doing something. You go to various places and allow other people see you. I was so embarrassed I went around all day with my zipper open.
What is the meaning of the verb head for?
When you are headed for or are heading for a certain situation. Condition, or consequence, it is becoming more likely. If you don't shut your mouth, you're headed for trouble.
What is the meaning of the verb go back, to?
When a condition, problem, practice, or custom goes back to a certain time, it began at that time. His drug problem goes back to his college years.
What is the meaning of the verb clog up?
When people or things clog up a drain or something else that liquids must flow through. They put something in it that prevents water or other liquids from going through it, or that prevents it from working properly. Don't pour that bacon grease in the sink, you'll clog the drain up.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over, to?
When the police or other authorities are looking for people and you take these people or transfer control. Of them to the police or authorities, you turn them over or turn them over to the police or authorities. El caught a burglar in my basement, and I turned him over to the police.
What is the meaning of the verb stick up?
When something long and narrow is raised above the surface, it sticks up. Be careful walking around a construction site, there might be a nail sticking up.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you invent a story to entertain or fool people, you make the story up. When you invent a lie to deceive people, you make the lie up. Hank told his boss he was late for work because he had to go to the doctor, but he just made that excuse up.
What is the meaning of the verb know about?
When you know about a situation, plan, or other information, you are aware of it. Jim isn't here. Maybe he doesn't know about the schedule change.
What is the meaning of the verb look up?
When you get information from a reference book. Such as a word from a dictionary or a telephone number from a telephone book, you look the word or number up. The teacher told the students to look the new words up in a dictionary.
What is the meaning of the verb go out?
When something that is burning goes out, it stops burning because it has no more fuel or because something. Such as water or lack of oxygen, has caused it to stop burning. The campfire went out during the night.
What is the meaning of the verb burn down?
When a building or other structure burns down or someone burns it down, it is completely destroyed by fire. Though most of Chicago burned down in 1871, a few buildings survived.
What is the meaning of the verb luck out informal?
When you luck out, something good happens to you or you avoid something bad happening to you. I missed my flight, and the plane crashed. I guess I lucked out.
What is the meaning of the verb stay off?
When you stay off something, you don't walk or sit on it. You kids can play in the living room, but stay off the Persian rug.
What is the meaning of the verb? Set up?
When you plan and organize an activity or project, you set it up. I set up a 4 o'clock meeting with Jones and his lawyer.
What is the meaning of the verb open up?
When you open something up, you reveal what is inside so that people can see it. Sophia opened the box up and looked inside.
What is the meaning of the verb hook up, with, informal?
When you meet people somewhere, usually after you have done some things separately. You hook up or hook up with them. I'll hook up with you at 12 o'clock at the corner of State and Madison, and we'll have lunch.
What is the meaning of the verb take back?
When you take back something that you have said, you admit that what you said was untrue, unfair, or rude. That's not true. You take that back right now?
What is the meaning of the verb ring up?
When you call people on the telephone, you ring them up. If you need a ride, ring me up when you arrive at the airport.
What is the meaning of the verb punch in?
When you come to your workplace and put your time card in the time clock to record the time you have arrived, you punch in. Don't forget to punch in as soon as you get to work.
What is the meaning of the verb get back, to?
When you return to a level or place where you were before, you get back or get back to that place. We left 3 weeks ago, and we didn't get back until yesterday.
What is the meaning of the verb call in?
When you request the help of people or of an organization with more experience. Power, or knowledge to help with a problem or difficult project, you call them in. The local police chief considered calling the FBI in to help solve the crime.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When things or people get to a certain level, number, or amount, they reach it. When I run, I always try to get to 5 miles before I quit.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you bring a car or other household appliance to a mechanic or repair person, you take it in. The VCR is broken again. I need to take it in.
What is the meaning of the verb step on?
When you step on something, you place your foot on it. Sam stepped on a cockroach.
What is the meaning of the verb drop in, on?
When you drop in on people, you visit them unexpectedly. Sally dropped in on Marshall last night.
What is the meaning of the verb hang around informal?
When you hang around doing something. You stay in a place without a purpose for being there or because you are waiting for someone or something. I had to hang around for 3 hours waiting for the bus.
What is the meaning of the verb knock out?
If something knocks you out, it impresses or surprises you a lot. The young's daughter is only 12 and she's already in college. That just knocks me out.
What is the meaning of the verb turn down?
When you deny a request, you turn down the request or turn down the person who has made the request. My request for a pay raise was turned down.
What is the meaning of the verb follow up, on?
When you follow up on something, you return to something that was important to. You previously because you now have more information or more time or because. You want to make sure some effort you made previously is correct or effective. I saw a beautiful house with a for sale sign and I followed up on it when I got home. The doctor told me I'd need to follow up the treatment with physical therapy.
What is the meaning of the verb get down, from?
When you get things or people down, you move them from a higher level or place to a lower one. Why do you always put the dishes on the top shelf? I can't get them down.
What is the meaning of the verb make for informal?
When you make for a place, you go there in a hurry. The enemy soldiers are getting closer, let's make for the hills.
What is the meaning of the verb head for?
When you head for a certain location, you move toward it. When you are headed for or are heading for a certain location. You are planning to go there or you have stopped and will resume going there. Head toward is the same as head for. I told the guy at the gas station I was headed for Santa Fe.
What is the meaning of the verb get together, with?
When two people get together, they meet and spend time together. When you get together with someone, you meet and spend time with that person. When a man and woman resume a relationship after separating, they get back together. We're going to get together with Bill and Nancy tomorrow.
What is the meaning of the verb call in?
When you request the help of people or of an organization with more experience. Power, or knowledge to help with a problem or difficult project, you call them in. When the local police couldn't handle the riot, the National Guard was called in.
What is the meaning of the verb hang on, to?
When you hang on or hang on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hold on is similar to hang on. If she'd hung on to my hand, she wouldn't have fallen off the cliff.
What is the meaning of the verb break down?
When something decomposes or reduces to its smallest parts or is reduced by someone to its smallest parts, it breaks down. After the poison breaks down, it's quite harmless.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you make an item of clothing smaller by changing the seams, you take it in. I lose if any more weight, I'll have to have all my pants taken in.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When a gathering of people separates, it breaks up. When the police tell people who are gathered together in a crowd to separate and leave the area. The police break the gathering up. The meeting should break up around 3 o'clock.
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you get out of something or get out of doing something you must do but do not want to do. You find a way to avoid it. The boss wants me to work a double shift, but I'll get out of it.
What is the meaning of the verb work in?
When you make room, with some difficulty, for something in a schedule or plan, you work it in. We're going to be in Chicago for only a couple of days, but I'll try to work in a Cubs game.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over, to?
When you give something to someone because that person demands or requires it, or because you are not its rightful owner, you turn it over or turn it over to that person. Hand over is similar to turn over. The detective always turns the evidence from the crime scene over to the lab for analysis.
What is the meaning of the verb run up?
When you accumulate a number of debts. Resulting in a total debt of a certain amount, you run up a bill for that amount. Giving my son a credit card was a mistake. He ran up a $2,500 bill in only 1 month.
What is the meaning of the verb narrow down?
When you narrow down things or people in a list or group. You remove some of them so that the number of things or people is reduced. All the candidates for the job have excellent qualifications. Narrowing the list down won't be easy.
What is the meaning of the verb clear out?
When you clear out a place, you remove things that are unwanted or in the way in order to make more room or to make the place cleaner. Look how much more room we have in the attic now that we've cleared all that junk out. The car dealer had a sale so that he could clear out some space for the new cars.
What is the meaning of the verb cool off?
When the temperature of a thing or place becomes lower, it cools off. It was really hot yesterday, but it cooled off in the evening.
What is the meaning of the verb think about?
When you think about something or think about doing something, you consider it before making a decision. The salesman tried to get me to sign the contract, but I said I'd think about it.
What is the meaning of the verb get off?
When you do something wrong but are not punished, or you are punished only lightly for it, you get off. Someone who helps you to avoid punishment gets you off. He killed 4 people, but he got off with only 3 years in jail. If his lawyer hadn't been so incompetent, he would have gotten him off with a lighter sentence.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When an airplane leaves the ground and flies up into the air, it takes off. Our plane took off an hour late because of the snow.